Christmas to everyone, or Happy Holidays, Merry Xmas, or Happy Hanukkah, or there's Kwanzaa in there. I don't want to miss any. So Festivus, maybe if you celebrate Festivus, maybe we'll go with that. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Hello, how's everyone doing? So it's been a while since I've been here, and it's been a while since I have recorded an episode of Sixth Letter to Earth, and today I felt like it was fair to tell you guys everything going on. I felt it's fair because I was trying to get everyone pumped up for episode 9 of the last podcast, and it just never came. And quite frankly, it was for just reason. If you've been on my Discord, which I encourage everyone to join in, to keep update with me, and eventually when I start getting back, I will, and I'm going to talk more about getting back. So I'm going to talk about what's been going on, kind of what my timeline is looking like going to be, and also just to give a message to everyone. So give messages to everyone. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing today. It's just an update on what I've been doing, and probably what you're going to expect from this channel, from this podcast. I am streaming this live, so you can always, whenever I do a podcast recording, you guys can hear it. If you guys don't know where all my podcast is, it's all on my link tree, which will be in the description of this podcast. You can find this podcast at Google Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Podchaser, and Deezer, and many more. I'm trying to get more everywhere more. I'm also hopefully eventually going to start working on getting video podcast, all my episodes uploaded onto YouTube and Risen, thank you for subscribing again.
Thank you, Risen.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Risen.
So I'm just going to kind of explain what the timeline is going to be, and I'm going to explain what the timeline is going to be. So, just give me a second. All right, there we go. So let's get into this. So what's been going on? Last thing you heard on this podcast, was I was going to do an episode 9 on, what was my episode going to be on? It was going to be taking control of your life. I had it all written out, and I was waiting to hear from an update about the hospital, and I did an update, and I was going to the hospital, or not the hospital, I had a message with the surgeon, and I don't know if I said this on stream yet or not, but we determined that my health issues are not caused by my gallbladder. They looked at it and they said there's nothing wrong with my gallbladder. Like, there's a couple stones inside the gallbladder, but everyone has stones in their gallbladder, but these stones are not causing my issues. So the day I was going to record the podcast, I went to the hospital, and I was in the hospital, and I just didn't have any energy to do the podcast, and I just started finding my health kept getting worse and worse and worse. Anyways, so I talked to a surgeon the next day after. I believe I did an update stream on that, and he pretty much explained to me that, the stones aren't causing me any issues. My gallstones aren't causing me issues, but he kind of had an inkling that I might have an IBD, which I'm not. Sorry for getting a little graphic, but it's what is it? What is that called? Inflammatory bowel disease. So, but these can be broken down into two more common names as Crohn's or colitis. So he had a suspicion that I had that. We did the tests, and I did the tests in November, around the time I was going to do this last episode. but I didn't talk to my doctor until about like a week ago. And pretty much, but the thing is, I looked online because I could look at my test results, and I kind of crunched in the numbers. And when it comes to my health and all the numbers, I like looking at that kind of stuff and researching it all. And whatever the test that they were doing determined that, yes, I have chronic inflammation in my intestines or somewhere in my body, more likely my intestines. So with that, that means I more likely have Crohn's or colitis, which is a chronic disease and doesn't have a cure. And however, they have treatments, and there's tons of people who have it who can live a normal life. Problem is that I have to wait to see a specialist due to the downside of free healthcare is long wait lines. So, and to boot, COVID-19 has also slowed things down. So, by the looks of it, I'm not going to be able to see the specialist until February is when I can start getting started on this. I kind of want to just explain kind of why that's important and why I haven't been recording. Is I don't know if you guys don't know about Crohn's or colitis. Well, everyone's experience is different, but for me, my experience is that I'm in a constant state of pain. I'm always in pain right now. It's not fun. And also on top of that, my diet, whenever I eat something wrong, it really flares things up and I don't feel good. So it's not a fun time. I'm in constant pain. Painkillers don't really work. And I'm also getting tired and more weaker because vitamins and nutrients that get absorbed are not getting absorbed as well by my intestines because it is inflamed. So I've been pumping myself with extra vitamins to try to keep up with that one. And I'm going to tell everyone right now, vitamin D. Get vitamin D. That is probably like the best thing ever. Like if you are feeling sluggish and tired, there's 2 vitamins that I've taken, and then also a multivitamin. Vitamin D is a major one, especially during winter, because that's you could get that naturally from the sun. But I'm telling you, get vitamin D drops, guys, because once I started taking that, my fatigue has been slowing down. I've been able to keep up with more things. I'm still in pain, but at least I got that. Another one for energy is vitamin B12. That one I was taught about before I got sick, but that's a good one to have. And then I have a multivitamin for everything else. So I've been studying a lot, and yeah, exactly. Vitamin D is awesome, man. And this is little drops, they're D drops. Like I love it. Vitamin D. Yes, exactly. So with my condition, I have to make sure I keep up with the vitamins. I gotta keep up with that. So yeah, ever since I started doing vitamin D drops, I've been kind of feeling a lot better. Like I'm still in pain, and then the other thing is I still get fatigue every once in a while. Get really tired, and I have to have a nap. Also, the other fun one that I have is I can't, like, sometimes I have insomnia at night due to the pain and everything like that. I can't sleep very well sometimes. So, but there's treatments, and there's treatments that it will start. I just have to kind of wait to see the specialist. So, by the looks of it, February is when that would start. And we could go from there. There's like many options, and it's something that, and I'm not even exactly sure which one I have yet, because it's either Crohn's or colitis. It's hard because they're very similar. I'm not sure exactly which one I have, but they will have to determine that. So that's kind of why I haven't been streaming much, or I didn't record anything. It's because of my lack of energy, me being sore all the time. I try to stream some games every once in a while, and when I feel better, when I feel better, I do plan on streaming games again. I actually have a couple games that I want to start. I want to start streaming. One of them is okay. So I'm gonna explain. Actually, you know what? I am on. One of the things that's due to this me being sick and being at home a lot more is I would start watch shows and watching movies. The first movie set that I watched was The Hobbit. I've never seen The Hobbit until this past month, and yeah, I loved the audiobook. I listened to the audiobook of The Hobbit, so I was scared of watching the movies. And it was actually pretty good. I like the Hobbit series, but a game that I want to play is the Lord of the Rings. I forgot what it's called. Shadow of War, I think is what it's known as. I think it's Shadow of War. But I have a Lord of the Rings game there. There's Among Us. I bought Among Us, so I might be doing some Among Us streams. But as for this podcast, I am going to come back. I'm going to rewrite episode 9, and I'm going to get everything on. I still want that. I feel like that's a really important episode, taking control of your life. And it's something that I do want to delve deep into it. That is a really important episode to consider, because it really is something that I feel like a lot of people were interested in. It sounded like a lot of people were interested in that. And I want to get back on doing these podcasts, because I do feel like I'm giving some information or saying some things that maybe people need to hear sometimes, and that's why I feel. That's why I do the podcast. That's why I'm doing this. So, essentially, with the podcast, this is episode 9 will probably come out in the new year. I'm not going to make any promises. I can't make any promises of dates or anything like that, just because it's with how my energy is and how chaotic everything is. Like, it's hard to make any scheduled plans. But if the vitamins I've been taking are working, if I keep working at that, if I can manage the pain, I might be able to maybe get something done in the new year. But if I can't, if I don't have the energy, if it's not working, it's more likely going to be after I get treatment done, started treatment on dealing with whatever I got going on. So it's going to be a process. And I just want everyone to know that as for Six Letter to Earth, as the podcast is concerned, I'm going to try my best to get an episode going, but I can't guarantee. And that's kind of where I'm kind of thinking I might just put this podcast on hiatus until I get treatment, so I can tell you guys, because that's with the podcast, I kind of want to be able to tell you guys when I'm going to be recording, when it's going to be released and everything like that. The problem is it's hard to control when I'm going to do that. As for gaming, I obviously have enough time. I obviously have enough energy to do gaming, and I will be coming up on gaming. Like I said, I have Among Us coming up. I will be doing Lord of the Rings. There's another game I'm not going to say that I'm going to do yet, just because it might be a one-off game. Well, maybe not. Maybe there's a lot of things to do. But I'm going to have to buy it first and see. I'm going to see. It's an interesting game that I have planned. No. It's not Fortnite. Okay, I'm in the middle of a stream. Alright. Anyways, so with that, that's pretty much the update and what to expect from here. So expect on Twitch, I'll probably be playing games every once in a while. I know there's starting today, the 23rd. No Man's Sky is redoing some expeditions, and I really want to get those expeditions, because these 2 expeditions were when I was in the hospital a lot. Didn't have a lot of energy. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream those. I'm actually thinking people might be getting sick of seeing the No Man's Sky streams. So I might save No Man's Sky for something new to come out. Like, there's expeditions. And I'm not sure if I'm going to stream that. But I know there's, from the 22nd to the 4th is one of the expeditions I haven't been able to get done. And then from the 4th to the 15th, I believe, is the last newest one. So I'll be playing those. I may stream some of that, but we'll see. I'm gonna do a lot of that offline and work at that. I also want to get my platinum on that game, which I'm only one trophy away from getting it, but it's a boring ass trophy, and I may do that off stream also. So, anyways, there we go. That's the update for that. Now for Christmas, I just want to give you guys a Christmas message. Just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays. Spend time with family. Definitely spend time with family. That's the one thing I encourage. Or be with people, or try to talk with people. I know with society right now, with everything going on in the world, we are being told to divide. We're being told to stay away from each other. We're told to not interact with each other. And I feel like that's kind of something that we have been pushed towards, to not interact with each other. We're being told to we're constantly being, that human contact is being removed from our lives. We are being told that being digital like this is better. But if you have family or friends that you could talk to, make sure you do that this holidays. Digital, it's nice to talk to people, but obviously human contact is the better way to go. If you can go with human contact, obviously. So all I can say is, try to be with family. I know for these next couple of days, I'm going to be just spending time with my family, and we're going to enjoy a couple of days.
Too.
Yep. Little Knight's here. He's...
I'm just watching him.
Yeah. Obviously, you guys can hear him. He's been talking throughout the podcast. So, and ideally, when I do these podcasts, I usually like do these alone. So, it's been hard because his school has been shutting down, and that's another thing that's kind of slowed down the podcast. Is I like to do these alone usually, but today I felt like this is the only time I'm going to be able to record this before Christmas and get it out before Christmas. So, obviously, try to spend some and obviously try your best to see family or friends, or make sure you get that Christmas spirit up. I would do a guided meditation. I just don't have the energy to do it. So I suggest people keep meditating. Keep meditating.
During my tablet time.
Yeah. So just keep meditating. It'll help you get more connected with your spiritual side, and if you can talk to family, and if you can see family, if everything's good with your family, make sure you talk with them and spend time with your family. I know we got a lot happening here these next couple of days for family, and Lil Knight has a message for everyone, so we'll see what he has to say. So Lil Knight, what do you guys say?
There's a new episode of Fifth Letter to Mars.
All right. Sorry, I thought he was actually going to say something nice, but he's... Sorry about that, guys. All right. Well, I think for that's all I'm going to say for this episode. Next episode I hope to do is... I'm hoping next time I come in and record, we can record the episode 9, and we'll see how it goes. Again, if you want to find out where to follow me on my link tree, wherever you can find it. You can also follow me on my Discord. I usually update everyone when I'm going to be going live on my Discord. You could... TikTok, I'm not really doing much on TikTok. I'm not really doing much anywhere right now, but if you guys want to follow me, when I get my energy back, I'm hoping to get back rolling with everything. So that's kind of my plan, and I'm hoping we can go like that. So I just want to say I appreciate everyone this past year. And I guess now this is going to be a little reflecting on this past year because I don't know if I'm going to come back in the new year. I reflect on this past year. I started in April, I kind of started streaming and I started streaming in April. So I didn't know what was going to come of it. I didn't know where I was going to go with it. I thought I was just going to play games and go from there. But I do feel I have got a few people on. I felt like I have I'm a part of a little community, and I appreciate every single one of you who come onto my streams, who interact with all my streams every day, or people who come back afterwards and watch these POVs, who watch these. You guys really are awesome. And I understand there's lots of streamers, and it's hard to keep track with everyone. And I'm going to try my best to come into streams as often as I can, say hi to everyone. It's hard, but I'm going to try. Also, my internet's hard to watch streams with, too. So, but I want to say I appreciate everyone for coming here and helping me out this past year, grow my channel. And I'm hoping once I get this treatment, I'll be back buzzing again, and I'll be gaming, and I'll be doing my podcast. We'll be doing positivity streams, and I'm gonna come back. I promise you guys, I'm gonna come back, and we're gonna be rocking this, and I'm excited. So, and I'm excited to do this, and can't wait to get this treatment and be back for you guys. To keep talking about Six Letter to Earth, and keep talking about and keep playing games, because it's a good disconnect from society right now and the world going on right now. So it's a good escape, you could say. So, anyways, I think that's where we're gonna end the podcast. So I appreciate everyone again. Merry Christmas. I will see you guys.
Christmas, guys.
I'll see you guys in the new year, and
have a great
and Happy New Year's. Just stay tuned on my Twitch and on wherever you're listening to this podcast to get the next for when I come up, and on my Discords when you get the most up to date information on when things are going on and when I'm going to record and all that. I love you all. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Remember, Six Letter to Earth. We have our motto here. We gotta say our motto. Six Letter to Earth. The sixth letter is F, which is freedom, which stands for freedom. Which I want us to think about freedom to Earth. And then I want us freedom for ourselves, so freedom to you. And most importantly, freedom to your mind.
Freedom to your mind.
Exactly. This has been Six Letter to Earth. I'll see you guys next time.